Listen, I'll be honest. If you're about to buy another camera in 2026, watch this first before you do anything. So, honestly, I'll just be really frank. If you have a phone, literally it would be a Pixel, an iPhone, whatever, you don't have a gear problem. You just basically need three things, which is basically clean audio, decent light, and a simple editing setup, more so than anything else. Get those three right, and your phone can basically print money for you online with your content. No Sony, no Canon, no Blackmagic, no I'll start when I upgrade, etc., etc., etc. Let me just show you exactly what to focus on so you stop stalling and basically start posting. Hi, but before we get into that, my name is Pedro Midan. I literally do have two social media marketing agencies that basically do multiple six figures every single year. We have literally more than 68 million views as of right now, 100 appointments booked, and a Grammy to our name. Not trying to sell you anything, just trying to get you basically better into making content so you can make money online. So, the basically promise of this video is essentially that creators who win in 2026 are not necessarily the ones who have the fanciest cameras, but they're the ones who communicate clearly, post consistently, and don't let their gear be an excuse. So this video is basically your no BS minimalistic gear guide, if that makes sense. So no camera buying is required. Only the fact is you just negate no shiny object syndrome, if that makes sense. So the reality check in 2026 is that 2026 is a volume game, more so than anything else. If you want to create, you make more. If you want to create to make more money online, you need more reps, you need more shots on a goal, and you need more chances for a video to click with your audience, more so than anything else. But here's what most people are doing. They're basically stuck in Amazon carts. They basically have a bunch of Reddit threads open and camera comparison videos, to be quite honest with you, instead of literally just talking to camera like this and just literally uploading, right? You've probably heard the list that, like, the best camera is the one that you have. I tweaked that for 2026 more so than anything else. Is the best camera is the one that you use 100 times before you buy another one, if that makes sense, right? So for this whole video, we're going to assume that you're using your phone, because most people are, right? So your Pixel, your iPhone, your Samsung, your whatever you currently have, and we're going to essentially build a setup that is good enough so that way you can print money online with the content that you make. So gear number one, it's your mic. Like, audio is non-negotiable. If you're only going to upgrade one thing, please, for the love of God, make it your audio, right? Because people will forgive you with an okay video, but people will not forgive you with trash audio, more so than anything else. Because bad audio is essentially you sound cheap, people scroll faster, and your message, basically what I call your platypus, never lands. Which essentially, you don't necessarily need like a $400 shotgun mic. Trust me, because I have one. But you don't need one. Here's basically the hierarchy. You need tier one, which is essentially your bare minimum. It's with no extra money at all. It's literally your iPhone mic, which literally is perfect. You get closer to the phone, which is essentially from arm's length, right? And you record yourself in a quiet room. So turn off your AC, turn off your air conditioning, whatever it is, and have soft stuff around you, like essentially like a couch, a bed, curtains, or anything like that. So that way you can actually reduce echo. Just make sure it's not one of those like couches that where it just makes a lot of noise. And you'll already have a massive upgrade, so that way you can film and literally just film in a way that's like normal to you, because you literally have your phone every single day. So tier two would essentially be the budget upgrade, which is essentially what I tell most beginners to get, which is get a cheap wired lavalier mic. And I say this because this literally plugs into your phone, no problem, literally with USB-C or with lightning adapter or whatever it is that your phone literally has. You clip it into your shirt, literally in the mid-chest section, and you speak as a normal conversation, right? Very simple. And now you basically sound like an actual human when you're basically making these videos, not necessarily a security camera. So tier three is essentially, I'm going to take this upgrade seriously. So if you already made some money with some content, or just overall have some money to invest in overall just good equipment, something like a simple wireless lavalier mic like the DJI Mic 2 or 3 actually is really great. I have the 2, but the 3 is also really great. The Rode Gocaster, which is also amazing, etc. Was essentially like a one receiver on your phone and then one on your shirt. And now you can basically move, you can vlog, you can walk, greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, and shoot B-roll up the wazoo, and you still have clean audio, which is awesome. The key point here is that you don't want to get paid for your camera. You want to get paid because people understand you, trust you, and listen long enough to actually hear your offer, more so than anything else. And that basically starts with audio. Now, the second thing that we have to take into consideration is light, is essentially your free 4K upgrade. And the reason why I say this is because 99% of cinematic looking videos on social media are just literally decent lighting, decent framing, and a person who knows exactly what they're talking about, more so than anything else. Your phone sensor is tiny, so it needs light. Like I have this light in front of me where you can actually clearly see me, right? So we can fix that very cheaply. Option A is essentially a completely free setup. Film during the day. And what I mean that is that you're going to film during the day facing a window. So essentially the window is facing you and the camera is facing this way, towards you, right? The reason why I say this is because you can literally turn off your overhead lights, so that way you don't create ugly shadows. You can also get literally, if there's a situation in which that you're filming or one side of your face is dark, then it'll bounce. You can bounce light with a white wall or a white poster board or a cheap reflector, if you have one, and you basically just created a softbox for like literally $0, which is absolutely amazing. The next thing is essentially option B, which is essentially a cheap, reliable light. Like this one, for example. I have a reliable light right here. If you record a lot at night, especially in darker rooms like I do, then you want to make sure that you get one decent softbox light or just essentially a panel light like the one that I have right now. And then just literally put it slightly off to the side so that way it's literally at eye level or roughly in an angle that's actually like towards the camera, if that makes sense, and not necessarily like harsh lighting because we don't want like interrogation lighting. This is more like cool, calm, collected like vibes, if that makes sense. And this does two important things more so than anything else. It makes your video instantly look way better and more expensive. On top of that, it makes you look more confident and trustworthy, which matters when you're basically selling anything online, especially with content, right? So you don't necessarily need a 3-light setup. You just need one good light, your face, your phone, and then that basically is literally more than enough. So then the last thing is gear number 3, which is your editing setup, which is basically your real superpower more so than anything else. This part nobody wants to hear, but your edit is more important than your camera, to be quite honest with you. Because editing is basically where you cut the rambling, you tighten your message, you add hooks, you add subtitles or captions rather, and visual interest, and you basically respect the viewer's time if you don't know how to communicate correctly. So you basically have a red camera. You can have a red camera, but you can still make a video very unwatchable if you just talk in circles, if that makes sense. So here are 3 rules for editing in 2026, more so than anything else, whether on a phone or desktop. Rule number 1, cut ruthlessly. Cut long pauses, cut the ums, the likes, the buts, and the repeated points. Every 3 to 5 seconds, something has to be happening, especially within a video, whether it be you talking with your hands or literally just going this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. And then rule number 2 is essentially front load the hook. Literally tell the people what this is for. Literally tell them what do they get if they watch. Literally tell people, name the pain. Like if you're making content and still broke, here's why. And number 3 is essentially create a simple system. Don't overcomplicate the apps. Don't overcomplicate the situation in order to film and then post. Just pick one of these types. Your phone, whether it be CapCut or VN or InShot, or on your computer, literally DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut, Premiere. Then save a preset. Save a preset for your colors. Save a preset for your captions. And build a template online for your talking head videos. Very simple. The goal is not necessarily to become literally a world-renowned editor. The goal is essentially to make editing so fast that within the time that you basically make one video or other people make one video, you make 2 or 3 in literally more often, especially without burning out. So remember, the better you communicate in the least amount of time, the more videos you can create and the more chances you have to get paid. And that's awesome. So also a little bonus here, like just basically what you don't need. Let's be real about what you don't need in 2026 more so than anything else. If you're not making consistent money yet, a second camera body, literally 5 different lenses, a gimbal that you use twice, and a random Amazon like cinematic gadgets that never leave your cart are not going to be for you. Before you do any of that, before you buy any of that, you have to ask yourself the question, like, have I posted at least 100 videos with my current setup? Have I made at least $1,000 directly or indirectly from my content? If the answer is no, then your bottleneck is not your gear. It's you. It's your communication. It's your consistency. Use the gear you have. Please become undeniable on camera more so than anything else. Then upgrade as a reward, as a prerequisite. Anyway, I hope you liked that video. If you liked the video so much, please like, comment, and subscribe because I put videos out like this every single day and you don't want to miss them. On top of that, if you're looking actually to make content for other people so that way you can generate a social media marketing agency or a Facebook ads agency, click the first link in description to basically learn how to do that and get to a 6-figure income in 90 days. Other than that, if you love this video so much, you can basically click the video that's literally around here and keep watching if you're super interested in all the stuff that I'm basically talking about. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Peace.